What's up, everybody? Episode 107, and we're bringing something awesome to our believers today. I'm Taylor Cook.
And I'm Tate Fulbright. And this is 107? I think so, 7. Yeah. We're losing count now. That's a good thing.
Awesome. Well, today we're going to bring something new, different to y'all. We're going to start out with our research member, Toby and his eyewitness account of an NC Sasquatch. We're going to cut to the woods right now with me and Toby, and he's going to introduce himself.
What's up, everybody? So we're out here with Toby now. This is Toby. I'll give Toby a chance to introduce himself, and he's going to take us out on the property to where his first encounter was. Pretty cool story behind this. Pretty cool encounter. I cannot wait to show you guys.
Yeah, my name's Toby Bullock. I've been with Taylor and the Squatch Watchers. We've been together probably about 2.5 years now.
Yeah.
And we really get a lot of interesting things happen to us out here. And it seems like usually when me and Taylor's together is when we see more things or when things happen. So I don't know if it likes to pick on us or what it is, but it's a good place to be. We've got a lot of down trees and stuff now from where tornadoes came through a while back. But looking forward to taking y'all out, kind of showing you what we've seen and see what we can get into.
Let's head that way.
Sounds good. All right, we walked up here. This is the spot where I'd initially seen the first time across the road up here. Me and Taylor had sat down up here one night and gotten quiet, and off down in here it drops down into a ravine, and we kept hearing something, heavy steps, walking, crunching around in the brush and stuff. And there for a little while we kept hearing that, and it would move up and move back. And if you look out through the woods here, you can kind of see how the light is between the trees and stuff. That's where you could kind of see a break every now and then, kind of something moving and working off to our straight ahead of me, but it would have been to our left that night. And another group had went on up the trail, and probably about 5 minutes later all this movement was going on, and I took the flashlight and come around, and when I did, up here behind the camera, I caught something. It was kind of a grayish black, kind of standing up, and it was kind of wobbling like when it come across the road, but you couldn't get a good look because of the turn right here. But you could tell it was upright walking. And what we had done, we walked on up a little later, and there was a rock up there, and you could see where something big had stepped up on the bank and rolled that rock out. And on that rock, it had some grass. You could tell fresh grass had been pressed down into it. And back when we first had seen that, we started getting some pebbles thrown at us from the back, and we were facing this way, sitting on this side of the bank, and little rocks hitting us, coming over here, hitting into the leaves. And I don't know, probably about 4 or 5 minutes after we seen the crossing up here, you heard a loud boom like a rock being thrown. And we walked up, and we can show you a picture. We'll put a date on it. There's a rock about that big that was just lobbed out into the middle of back then it was just a little pathway up through here. And it was neat that night. I can honestly say that we seen one that night cross the road, and didn't get a look straight to face, but you sure could make out how tall it was. It was huge, probably about 8 foot tall, a little bit of a cone head shape. And it was kind of crouched down when it come across the road. It wasn't standing up. So as we come up here, usually we'll have one flank us on each side, one behind us. It's kind of like a trio of them that comes up through here and kind of keeps us together. And so I think a lot of times they play with us. And I think that night, it was a night he was just trying to sneak across the road in front of us to mess with us more, because he started throwing little rocks and stuff. And when you get something a couple pounds that big thrown, they could hit you and hurt you if they want to. But we've got all kind of markers, and I think more or less they've gotten used to us, and it's like a playtime when we come up here.
I really like the part where he's talking about it walking through the trail. You can kind of see it walking upright, and then the rock throwing. I mean, guys, you cannot explain stuff like that. It's not something that we see every day or deal with every day out in the woods. I mean, that's something different. That's just something odd to me. But we love Toby to death. Great team member, great hunt member. He's had so many encounters. He knows so much about the research that we do. I mean, he's just a great guy, and it was great to get him on there. We got to get David on there next, our team leader. He's got plenty of stories. We could have him go for hours and hours on his encounters and beliefs and theories and research topics. But yeah, I mean, that was a good segment. I like that segment.
I like it. The size of that rock just blew my mind that day that we heard it hit in the middle of the trail between us and the other group that David was taking with. You just can't explain it.
And what's amazing to me, sorry to interrupt, but what's amazing to me too is, we talk about the rock throwing, these creatures, they hurl rocks in the middle of the woods, trees all around, and somehow get them near us to where it gets our attention. That's why we always say we are its entertainment, we're its humor. They like to watch and stalk us because, a rock that big, if he wanted to hit one of us, he'd hit us.
Oh, yeah.
And that would hurt. That rock would really hurt. So, I mean, that's what I always think about, too. Like, they're not out there to harm us, and we're not out there to harm them either. So, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but thank you, Toby, for that. That was awesome, man. We cannot wait to have you back in the field for you to give interviews to people also. That would be freaking awesome. But this next one was sent to us by Fred Caney from Daniel Benoit. Okay, this picture Daniel Benoit took on Fred Caney's land somewhere in Virginia. I don't know the exact location, but in this picture, we'll throw it up now and look at it while we're talking about it. What do you see here, Tate? This looks to me like a little baby Sasquatch.
Yeah, it does. I mean, you look at the bush, the size of the bush. I mean, it's shorter, smaller, and it looks like it's hunched down. And the common skeptic would question or, say, well, these look like two berries or something just randomly placed in the right spot. No, I don't think so. I mean, you go out in the woods, you're going to see bushes with berries. They're not going to be that perfectly apart, and you only see two. So, I mean, they look like eyes.
It looks like the eyes would be
they look like eyes. I mean, and they're big glowing eyes, like is it the nocturnal Sasquatches we talk about that have the glowing eyes? I mean, that's what I see. That's what we see. We see a juvenile Sasquatch of some type sitting there looking at Daniel.
He said that he took it on his, I guess, the cell phone and sent it to Fred after he took it. And they're the type of guys that don't want to intrude on Sasquatch and the way they live, so they're not going to charge these creatures to get better pictures. They respect the primate. They respect it and everything about it. They don't want to intrude on their land and just get involved with them. So I totally believe that this could be a juvenile Sasquatch.
Exactly. So with the new year approaching, today, you have any New Year's resolutions, Taylor?
My New Year's resolution is for us to get a good fan base going. I just want everybody and us to have safe and our believers grow.
Yeah. Good deal. I was gonna say lose weight. But
okay,
I'm just kidding.
Well, what is it?
Yeah. That's me too. For our NC Squatch Watcher group and our believers out there, we want to. My New Year's resolution actually, we want to bring more content and get this thing bigger and bigger and bigger. And just entertain y'all, educate y'all. I mean, that's what we're here for. It's it's just another outlet to the Bigfoot community that we've put up, and it's growing every day. I mean, we look at it every day and we're like, wow, it keeps growing, and that's what we love. We thank everyone for your support.
Thank you for that. And so if you guys are bored in the end of June, are just excited about Sasquatch stuff, Daniel Benoit, he is having his own Bigfoot conference in Virginia. We're going to post the picture up now. Go to his Facebook page, Daniel Benoit, ECBRO, and his YouTube page is ECBRO98. Definitely go give him a subscribe, thumbs up. Definitely go check that out. We're going to be there. I'm Taylor Cook.
And I'm Tate Fulbright.
We'll bring the hunt to you.
Keep squatching and a happy, safe New Year.